Right, this is the Libra November 2015 reading. I'm combining your general and your love forecast readings from now on, so it'll be just one longer video. The reason this card is lying here is because it jumped straight out while I was shuffling and landed there, so I'm going to leave it there. Okay, we'll start with your general forecast. This is Libra, November 2015. Libra, November 2015. There we go. And then we'll choose two guidance cards, one for your challenge and one for your next step to take. And then we'll select an overall guidance card. So Libra, you start your month feeling fairly peaceful, as if time is on your side and things are happening at the right time. It's not often in life that we get to feel like that, so that's something to actually appreciate. The peaceful feeling about this card, the clock is ticking back and forth peacefully. She seems to be almost sleepy. So towards the end of October and the beginning of November, life is sort of maybe at a more steady pace, not so hectic and not so much chaos, and maybe not so many unexpected surprises happening. The flowers look peaceful, the background looks peaceful, everything just looks very peaceful in there, yet life carries on steadily. Okay, your challenge is going to be that then you need to start facing your fears. Actually, often when life starts going well and according to plan and nothing untoward happens, we get that niggly little thought in our head, ooh, what's coming now? Do away with those fears, okay? Because sometimes life just does go well. Sometimes it's time that life went well. Librans especially have gone through a very tough time in the last, I would say, 5 years. And the pendulum has to swing back the other way again. So I think maybe that time is approaching for Librans. So face your fears, know that they're just fears, they're boogeymen, ignore them. They probably at this stage in life don't have any substance. Yeah, so that's interesting, you've got two wolves here. So the guidance card has also got a wolf on it. So the downside this year, the challenge is not to let your fears get to you. Listen to your gut feelings and your instincts that are telling you you don't have anything to fear, that it's all fine. Okay? So listen to the good white wolf and not the bad black wolf. That's actually not a very nice thing to say about wolves. All wolves are lovely regardless of their color, but in our way of expressing things, should we say, Red Riding Hood with a dark nasty wolf, and in this is a nice light colored wolf that says trust your instincts, not your fears. Okay? Later in the month you will discover that you'll be slightly tempted by something. This card there are two cards in this deck that are temptation. One temptation is the kind of temptation that I'd say, well, don't go there. This temptation is sometimes the temptation to tempt you out of your comfort zone. Often it is, well, one of two ways we get kicked out of our comfort zone. One, life gives us a kick in the butt and says, move. The other thing, life offers us something tantalizing which sort of lures us out of our comfort zone. This is what this is about. So later in the month, something's going to lure you out of your comfort zone. I'm not going to say this is good or bad. It's a temptation. It's luring you out of your comfort zone, but it has a job to do. Okay, so we're not going to label it. Earlier in the month, you'll be heading off in a specific direction. I don't feel that this is a decision to make. I think the decision would already have been made. You guys have already seen this looming on the horizon. It's possibly on your doorstep already. You've chosen your direction and you're determinedly heading off in that direction. So you've got your feet firmly on the ground and you're heading off in a direction that you've chosen. Okay, your next step is going to be, okay, so you've got another peaceful card in here. To be at peace with this decision, to know that you have made a good decision. Once again, let's try not to use labels in these things. You've made the decision you are supposed to make. Be at peace with it. Put your heart and soul into it, enjoy it, and do it with a quiet, still mind and heart. That seems to be important. So try to leave the labels off things this month. Don't put good labels on things. Don't put bad labels on things. Go with what your gut feelings are. Go with doing what you know, even if it pushes you out of your comfort zone, and be at peace with those choices. On your guidance card here is Dreamtime Creation. So both of these, the two cards actually go beautifully together, don't they? So both of these cards are saying that be creative. Maybe even spend a little time thinking about how you can create a creative new way of being creative, creative ways of doing things. Spend time imagining with your head in the clouds a little bit even. Broaden your imagination, expand it, and see what comes into your mind. There's a very pink theme in your cards, which is to do with dreams and imagining. Right, and your outcome is going to be you're going to find a new facet of yourself. So that face that you look in the mirror every day is about to have a slightly different look about it. Life has changed you. There's no ways that you Librans have gone through the last 5 years without being changed. When you look in that mirror towards the end of November, you will see someone slightly different to whom you saw a month ago, because life has changed you and you've quite possibly set off on some kind of new path or some kind of new thought pattern. There's a little bit of a new you emerging at the end of November. And your overall guidance, okay, so is that of solitude. So always with this card, there's a feeling that the solitude is over, that you have been going through solitude and that time is now almost over. And solitude can sometimes be that feeling of not belonging or not being part of something. Librans now have Jupiter in their 12th house for the next year. So there is a sort of a feeling of being more internal than external, which can give a feeling of solitude. But somehow I think it's not going to be the lonely kind of solitude. It's going to be that quiet, centered feeling that solitude can sometimes give you. Enjoy that feeling. Enjoy that peace and quiet that you will find. This card really shows that as well. The sun coming through and the purple tree on the island. It's sort of a centered feeling that you will be experiencing towards the end of the month. Okay, Libra, now we're going to do your love and relationships reading. Right. Okay. Select. So 2 guidance cards here. One for your next step you're going to take. And then we choose an overall guidance card. And then we're going to select one that gives a theme for your relationships for this month. The general theme. So let's see what the general theme is. Okay. So the general theme for this month for your relationships, both platonic and love relationships, business relationships, whichever they are, is that of listening. This card tells us we need to listen with our hearts and our minds. We need to listen for what is not being said as well as what is being said. So speak less and listen more is the theme for this month, because you'll be getting messages, and if you're speaking too much, you're not going to be able to hear them. You start off this month feeling quite lucky. So something, and maybe your wishes come true at the beginning of the month. So at the beginning of the month, you have experienced some sort of luck in your relationships and partnerships. Either wish come true or Somebody did something which made you feel lucky, and that's how you start November out. There's an overwhelming feeling here of a wish coming true. Could be a little one, could be a small one, but a wish has been granted at the beginning of November. And what you know is this is expanding, broadening your horizons. It's possibly bringing some excitement into your life, okay? That seems to be the message here. So whatever this wish that was granted, that came true with your partnerships and relationships, it's added excitement to your life, all right? Same way as what an adventure does, a new route, a new horizon, a new country brings excitement and adventure to your life. And that's how you're feeling about this. What you do not know is that this is true love. So for those of you who are single, that little something which has now showed up and made you feel adventurous is true love. For those of you that are in love relationships, your partners may be cementing that feeling of true love, making you feel that loved feeling that you had at the beginning of your relationship. For business relationships and platonic relationships, you're feeling appreciated. Whatever it is, this little wish that has come true, or big wish even, in any kind of relationship, is making you feel appreciated. That's it. For some of you, you found true love. Okay? Your next step is going to be, oh, goodness me, okay, this is a very enthusiastic card, is going to be that it's possibly going to either broaden your social circle, or you feel a need to broaden your social circle. Actually, you know what's coming through here. Whatever it is, that wish that's being granted, that appreciation that's being shown, is going to broaden your social circle. You're going to be getting new friends, new acquaintances. A new circle of acquaintances or friends is coming into your life. And that next step is to embrace them with open arms, to be open to it and know that this is now broadening your horizons, your life, bringing in new experiences, broadening you. New people always do. Okay? And your advice for that is going to be a celebration. That's lovely. Okay, so celebrate the fact that you are now broadening your social circle on whatever level this is, whether it's business, love, platonic. Celebrate this. Enjoy it. Enjoy these new people, this new social circle that's being brought into your life. Make sure that you really do enjoy it. You're giving it an opportunity to thoroughly enjoy what's coming into your life. Make good use of it. Okay? The outcome is some kind of formal correspondence, I'm thinking. So this is a contract of some sort coming. It could be a business contract with somebody, very, very possibly. It could be a marriage contract for some of you, just as possible. Or some kind of promise made. Okay? So it would be very interesting to see what it is in all of your lives. I'd be interested to know. So pop a note below this video when this arrives towards the end of November. I'd love to know what it is. Okay, and your guidance for this is reflection. So I think it's not a word of caution. It's just a word of saying advice as such. When that contract arrives, think it through carefully. Understand the implications of it. Know that this is possibly long term and that you need to do it with a sense of responsibility, with a sense of commitment. That's the word that's coming through. Possibly in the past, you might have signed contracts or committed yourself to things with not your entire heart and soul in it. This time it's going to be required. So make sure before you make that commitment, you've thought it through carefully and you know what is required of you. Okay. So that's possibly where the listening comes in this month, because then you will know. Listen to what comes your way this month. You will know what the commitment is and what's required of you. Okay? So, Libra, that was your general forecast and your love and relationships reading for November of 2015. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a very nice reading, and thank you for watching and listening.